So we got the movie Beautiful Disaster is a young adult relationship comedic romantic romance movie based on the same novel with the same name by Jamie McGuire. Now I'm totally botching the author's name, so I do apologize. And by the way guys, there is a lot of controversy surrounding this romance movie in theaters based on the book, but we'll talk about it in a minute. I usually on this channel read the books, especially if it's romance, before the movie comes out. However, I had no idea there was a movie that like this based on a book, even though I have this YouTube channel. Trust me, it's hard to keep up with everything like that. That's because in a month there is another romance movie that I'm reading a book for. But as soon as this movie ended, I literally walked to my Barnes & Noble across the street from AMC Theaters, and guess what I picked up? That's right, a copy of the book. It was literally in front of the romance section, and yes, it looks good, it feels good, so I'm excited to delve deeper into these characters because with this movie gave me like the appetizer taste, so I bought the book as well as right here, so I'm just letting you know. However, this production company is made by the Voltage and Warner Brothers, so if that sounds familiar to you, is because they also did the After series. Now some of you know me from the After series, so I appreciate you, love you, and we are still gonna go see that movie in theaters that's releasing this year, which I'm very excited about. Now if you just want to know, all they did towards the end of the movie and even after the end credits was give us a 1 minute, or maybe it was like a 2-minute extended trailer of After Everything, which is the last movie in the genre of After series that is actually not based on the book, but for my assumptions they're actually gonna flesh out the last book with more character developments and extend some of those chapters, because if you remember After Ever Happy, the last chapters was literally sped up, so I'm excited that we have more. It was like a 1 minute, 2-minute extended trailer that they'll probably drop on YouTube in the next upcoming days or weeks. So if that's all you came for this video, that's all you need to know, and it comes out in September. It doesn't give us a release date, just September, so I gotta get off work off. However, this movie has a lot of nods, callouts, and even same actors and references to the After series. Now, I love After. I've done some of the movie reviews here on this channel and even read all the books, have all of them on Blu-ray, and go all to the opening weekends to see the movie, which I'll put a picture on you right now. I do love the After series, that's what I'm saying. Like, I usually read the books before seeing the movie if it's a romance movie, and I'll tell you why. However, with that movie, this movie feels like kind of it's in the same universe. I mean, obviously it's not, but it feels like with the same universe, with the tone, with the themes, especially how it's represented to us as the audience, but with this couple being much less toxic than Hardin and Tessa. I want to give you some prerequisites before we even talk about this movie, because I kind of need you to know how I'm tackling this review. So I am a guy, I do like girls. The reason why I love romance so much is because before YouTube, before doing this, I used to go to school and to go be a relationship therapist, psychology major, but I quit because I did not want to do that. I wanted to do YouTube. I wanted to talk about movies. I was only in school because I thought I needed to be in school. So that is why. Now most dudes don't want to talk about romance, but no, I'm being very honest with you guys. Some of you have known me from the After series. I love romance movies. I love romance books. I have a picture right now that I'll show you that these are my books, my movies. And the reason why I love romance is because, well, I like girls and it takes two to tango. And even if you like girls yourself here, or if you like guys, we don't discriminate on this channel, but I'm just being very honest. A lot of guys like to be all masculine, testosterone, alpha. Oh, I'm a masculine guy, I don't like romance. No, dude, like, I'm a dude, I do like girls. If I see a girl attractive at Starbucks or Target, you know damn well I'm gonna go say, hey, how you doing today? Well, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna try to get her number, get to talk to her. But at the end of the day, you ask anybody, do you like girls, do you like guys, they're gonna be like, no. It's just so weird online. Like, no, I'm a guy, I like girls and I love romance, and of course I like hugging girls, kissing girls, and doing the naughty. Like, it's just weird that a lot of guys can't be honest about romance movies. So I am coming with this with a fan perspective, especially with the romance background that I have, because I want you to know that I love romance and I'm rooting for this. But unfortunately, this movie is exactly what it sounds like, kind of. It's a beautiful disaster. Now we'll get into that in a minute right now. This movie takes place in Sacramento, California. Dylan Sprouse, aka as Travis, which is freaking funny because in the After series he plays as freaking Trevor. So that's what I'm saying with the same actors. A handsome looking fellow who spends his night fighting underground in the battles, making money. He's like the most charmer of this college who spends his nights fighting, but as well he meets Abby, who is a girl who's resistant to his advances. Virginia Gardner, aka as Abby, which she is gorgeous by the way, perfect. She also appeared in Halloween, and the first time I saw her was Project Almanac, but she was in a recent movie with Fall, which that movie was that was okay, but I'm happy that she's here. She is a perfect, beautiful, gorgeous girl that just entered college and is resistant to his advances. She's charming, she's beautiful, she's sweet, she is the good girl, and Travis is the bad boy. So it's one of those stories, romance, where the good girl meets the bad boy. The reason why I say bad boy is because they were saying that in the theaters, bad boy. So it's a good girl, bad boy type of movie. Two people who have no business attracting each other seamlessly do interact with each other, and after a bet that has been settled, she has to stay in his apartment for 30 days, and this is where most of the meat of the movie, that kind of the downfall is, that I will explain to you in a minute. As we progress, we understand the history and the backstories, especially deeper meanings behind their characters, and their dark histories get unraveled to us as the movie progresses. There is some sex scenes in this movie, but unlike like the other ones, especially in the after series, this felt way more comedic and more kinder. That's what I would like to say to you. More kinder and more comedic. I did hear the movie theater laughing a bunch of times, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I did talk to various people right after the cinemas and asked, hey, like, what did you think about the movie? It's based on the book. How was the book? And they said that the book was not more comedic that the movie made it out to be. Now, yes, the theater was laughing multiple points throughout the storyline in the movie, so I guess that's a good thing if you were to go see it in theaters. But I'm happy that this movie still exists because it got me to check out the book. If I didn't know this movie was coming out, I probably would not have read the book, to be very honest with you. I usually like reading books with movies, but this is a kind of a problem right here. They're surrounded by another couple who's roommates that are also in love and going through their own separate things, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's the movie support system for these main characters, which is typical. We've seen that before, but nonetheless, it's still nice, and most other romance movies have that. And one big thing that I really want to gripe is the movie is way too short. Even for me, that is try to find the best in things in life and movies. Like, I always try to have a positive attitude. I guess what they say is a glass half full, not half empty guy. I'm a half full guy. Like, I try to see the positive things, but even for this movie, it literally skips over the 30 days that they entangled with each other. But I feel like for me as a guy, this movie was way too short. And I even talked to some people in the theaters. It's way too short for me to want to try to care about these characters. Like, yes, the movie wanted me to like, oh my god, it's an appetizer, but it didn't give me the entree. In other words, it didn't give us enough time to delve into these character dynamics and relationships to build them up from strangers to friends to relationships. It basically glosses over and speeds it up for us just to get to the runtime towards the end and be like, oh, of course it's a romance movie because it's marketing material. He's hot, she's gorgeous, like why not? That's why that is a big thing that is so short. And that's why I wanted to get the books, because I wanted to dive in deeper with these characters that the movie did not give us because it's way too short. It's like, dude, why are you giving us this movie? And like, it's basically on too fast speed on a movie. I mean, yeah, I guess that's sometimes good for podcasts, but not for romance movies that take time for the characters to build up, for the relationship, friendship, dates, what to think about each other. No, it literally glosses over that fact in the 30 days. And then once the 30 days is over, it literally goes for like another few days and then that's it. Like, what? Hear me wrong. In real life, yeah, you're attracted to someone, but it literally takes a little bit more, like 2 to 3 months, statistically speaking, to fall in love with someone if like you're seeing them a lot. But not like, dude, the 30 days, that's not, I mean, that's 1 month, but it's like, bro, like we saw that in less than like 5 minutes. That's not good. Hopefully the sequels, if they make more, which is rumored that they already greenlighted sequels, they can rectify the situation, because I didn't know this was a whole series and now I'm so delved into the characters of the book, but I still need the movie to deliver on that, which, to be very honest with you, as a guy that like romance movies and a guy that likes books with romance movies with this background, I do need more, especially coming from Vulture Studios, which I don't want to say hold to high regard, but I do expect a lot from them because I do like them, so I'm trying to be very critical of them. However, I did talk to some people and they said this. They said there is a lot of major changes that change from the book to the screen. And to me, I need to, I guess, read the book, so I might be doing a part 2 of this movie review. It depends on like you guys if you want. But remember in After, and you haven't said After, this is a weird analogy. In After, they changed the bets, which is the sheets towards the phone, but I thought that was a great bet because it turned into the new genre of medium, because it's like the new movie came out in 2019 and the book was written in 2014, and even Anna Todd herself, she liked the change. And Kristen being from male to female, I did like the changes from the After. However, with this, I cannot really comment on that because I haven't read the book. However, from the movie, I just wish it was longer. I don't know what changes they did. Like I told you, I might do a part 2, but from what I got, it was okay to suffice. I'm basically saying it's like an appetizer, but I needed the steak and salmon, and this movie just gave us the mozzarella sticks. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, the movie was funny, but a lot of people did not think it should have been funny based on the book when they read it. When I do the part 2, I'll let you know what I think. But as for me, for the first time going in this movie, yeah, I laughed at multiple times, and not just me, even the people in the theater around us were laughing. So that's a good time. I guess they wanted to translate that for people to feel good, but still at the end of the day, if you're making like your true fans not right, then I guess you're losing at the end of the day. However, this movie still got me interested. I mean, I literally bought the book right away, but their friendship blossomed into unknown territory, which I don't want to talk to you about because obviously that's spoilers, but they're linked with both of them, with Travis being the bad boy and Abby being the good girl, falling for a bad boy in college, in a young adult world. Although the runtime being way too short, it's really hard. I'm telling you guys, it's really hard to get attached to these characters, no matter how much relatable they are, how much likable they are, how much gorgeous they are. Even though they're in college, he's an MMA fighter, or he's fighting. I do know some fights. I've lost all my fights in high school, so I definitely know how that is going for us, especially in terms of the movie world. But I definitely need more material for the reading and understanding of this world. I basically need to watch this movie 3 times to understand like the world that they're creating, kind of. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to buy the book because I want to really know what's going on. And I know a lot of fans are probably upset about this movie, but there's some fans that I saw in the theater that said the movie was okay, could be better in the sequel. But I do think, as a guy, romance and all the background that I just told you, I do think this is kind of a downward spiral, especially for romance movies. I mean, yeah, it's beautiful and gorgeous, and the actors that portrayed them, I felt like they were okay. But at the end of the day, the writing, the scripts, it was just not enough there to suffice. Like, this is like a half-baked movie, to be very honest with you. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just being honest with you. Like, as much as I love romance, I still gotta be critical to help you, to help us, to help them. A lot of people might pass this for another romance movie, and yeah, let's be honest with you, you might not be wrong, but at the same time, the people who made the after series, I cannot believe you guys like wasted a steak or a salmon on this type of movie. Like, I want to like it, I want to give it more star ratings, I want to like it as much as like the after series, but I just feel like everyone has a bad day for The Office, and I feel like you got to take this movie for what it is, since it does hint a future with future installments, since there is a series about these books. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna give this movie a C-. I want to like it more, and that's what I keep saying. I want to like it more, a C-. I still had a fun time with it, but it's too short. No character developments, no character dynamics. It doesn't give us enough time to delve in deeper with them. I couldn't get attached to them. I basically, imagine like you're dating someone. I basically just got to first base. I basically just made out. I haven't made love. I haven't held hands. I just haven't had those moments, and I felt like this movie just literally rushed it. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much. Maybe consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. And with that, take care. Bye.